Hello friends, today we are going to start our chapter number 5, which is coal and petroleum of class 8th and science. So this is our first of the slide of the PPT, which is coal and petroleum by Ashutosh. Okay, so now let us move to our next slide on the first page. So here we are going to study in this chapter. The topics are resources, what are the types of resources, and human made resources and natural resources, and types of natural resources, then fossil fuels, then coal, then petroleum, and then natural gas, and at last the topic is some natural resources are limited. Okay, so now first of all we are going to know about our first topic, which is resources. So friends, we use many materials in our daily life which are our basic needs, and these materials are known as our resources, and these materials are found in nature, or else these materials are human made. These are made up of by the efforts of the humans. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to study this only. So now let us go to first of all the types of resources. Okay, I have given you the introduction of resources. Now we are on the types of resources. Yes, so there are mainly two types of resources. First of all, there is human made resources, and the other one is natural resources. Okay, so here you can see the t-shirt and the small pen is made up of human, means it is a human made resource, and the tree and the grass and the sky, the air is a natural resource, because human can't make any of the air of the tree, because trees are natural. If you think that human had made the tree, then it is wrong. Okay, human just can sow the seed, not he can't grow the tree. Okay, so now here we are on the human made resources first of all. So these resources which are made by the efforts of human beings, that's why these resources are known as human made resources. Why these are known as human made resources? Because these are made by the efforts of the human beings. The God has not made the plastic or else, or the CDs the God has not make. We have it is not natural, it is a human made thing. The some of the examples are like paper God has not made. This is okay that it is made from the plants, the trees. Okay, but the paper is made from the is made by the human efforts only. Okay, and these plastics, here you can see the vacuum cleaners upper part, and the jug and the mug, and a CD is there, and you know that the mug is there. So such like things are made by the human made resources. These are human made resources, and these are made by the efforts of the human beings or the peoples in our surroundings. Okay, so now let us move to our next topic, which is natural resources. So in this chapter we are going to study about natural resources only mainly. So all those resources which are obtained by the nature are our natural resources. Yes, this is right, because all those resources which are obtained from our natural resources are not human made, they are natural. The examples I have given you: air, forest, not only air, forest, but sunlight is also our natural resource, and the greenery, the grass, and the mountains and the hills, everything which is naturally obtained is a natural resource. So this is about the natural resources. Now we are going to study about the types of natural resources. So friends, these are also mainly two types of there are also mainly two types of natural resources. One of them is inexhaustible natural resource, and the other one is exhaustible natural resource. So, okay, inexhaustible, you can look over here. Inexhaustible resources are wind power and the solar energy. Inexhaustible, you can learn it as unlimited. Okay, in means un. Okay, and exhaustible, there is not in, means these are limited only, not unlimited. These are limited. Exhaustible resources such as LPG and coal are limited. Now we will study about coal and natural gas and these all in our we will study in our more as we will go deeper and deeper in this chapter. Then we will study about these things also. Okay, so now let us move. First of all, there is inexhaustible natural resources. So inexhaustible natural resources are those resources which are unlimited in the quantity. Yes, example is air and sunlight. Yes, this is also right, because air will never stop. This is unlimited. Friends, can you stop the air? You can write down in the comment box also. And can you stop the sunlight also? Oh no, I think no, because there is, we get solar power from it, and solar power is not limited, it is unlimited. Okay, in the quantity. Yes, so this is why the air and sunlight are unlimited. They can't even increase or decrease. Yes, so now let us move to next. This is exhaustible natural resources. So the exhaustible natural resources are those resources which are limited in the quantity, and examples are coal and petroleum. Okay, so exhaustible, I have told you, these are limited, and inexhaustible are unlimited in quantity. Only this difference is between these both, exhaustible and inexhaustible, limited and unlimited. Examples are, I have told you, air and sunlight, and example of the exhaustible is coal and petroleum. So now we will study about next topic, which is fossil fuels. Yes friends, this is the main topic in this chapter. The dead remains of living organisms are known as fossils. Not fossil fuels, mainly these are fossils, but if they convert into coal or petroleum, then they will known as fossil fuels. Yes, some of here I have given you a fossil of a dinosaur, which I have shown you in my PPT. You can see it. Yes, and now as we will move ahead, now we will be there fossil fuels. First fossil fuel I have told you about coal, and the other one is petroleum, and one more is there in this chapter, which is natural gas. So now let us move to first of all coal. So in the coal, there is a coal. Yeah, in coal there are topics. What topics in our chapter? The topics are, first of all, I will introduce you, then the story of coal I will tell you, then the products that we get from coal, that I will tell you, then coke, then these are the products. Okay, coke, coal tar and coal gas, these three are the products which we get from coal. Okay, so these all I will tell you. So now first of all, introduction. So introduction is as follows. Coal is as hard as stone and is black in color. Yes, coal is one of the fuels used to cook food, and it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engine. Yes, it can also used in thermal power plants. Yes, it is right that coal, I mean to say that coal was used as to cook food. It was used as fuels. Yes, nowadays also it is used in power plants to produce electricity, and coal is used as fuel in the various industries now also, in the present time also. Yes friends, it is right. So now let us move to the next slide, the story of the coal. Yes, now we are going to study about the story of the coal. Yeah, so now let us start. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forests in low-lying wetland areas, and due to the natural processes like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. They work not, sorry friends, here would be were, W-E-R-E. By mistake these are printed, no problem. They were compressed, and due to high pressure and temperature, the dead plants and animals got slowly converted to coal. Yes, this was the mainly story of coal. So, what is the slow process of conversion of dead organisms into coal, vegetation or dead organisms into coal is called? What it is called? Yes, friends, you can see on the screen. Those are known as carbonization. Yes, that process is known as carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of the vegetation, so coal is also called as fossil fuel. Yes. So, I want to tell you that these were formed by the remains of the vegetation. That's why this coal is also known as the fossil fuel. So, this was the story of coal. Now, let us move to the next slide. Now, this is the main thing in our coal part. The products we get from coal. Yes. So, friends, when we get the products of coal, so now this will also I will tell you in this PPT also. In this PPT only. When coal is heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. Okay. So when the coal will be heated or burnt in air, then the coal will produce mainly which gas? This question can come. So the answer is it mainly produces carbon dioxide gas. Yes, CO2 gas. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. So friends, I have given you all three pictures, coke, coal tar and coal gas. Now let us move to, first of all, the first part is what? The coke. Yes, coke is over here. Coke is a tough, porous and black substance and it is almost pure form of carbon. Yes, and it is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many of the metals. Yes, so this is about the coke. Only something are written in the book also that you can read in your book. Yes, so now the second one is coal tar. This is a main thing in all these three products. This is the best and the very important in all three. So what is about coal tar? Yes, it is a black and thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. Unpleasant means not pleasant, means not good. I mean to say not good in smell, not good in smell, means dirty smell, or you can say such a spoiling smell. Okay, and it is a mixture of about 200 substances. Yes, and the products obtained from the coal tar are used as starting material of manufacturing various substances used in everyday life and in industries like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials and etc. So interestingly, naphthalene balls used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from coal tar. Now you will imagine that how insects are obtained from the coal tar. So friends, this is the right thing. In the next classes, in the 9th or 10th standard, you will know about it. Okay. Yes. So about these things I have told you that we will know about the 9th or 10th standard, this about the insects. Okay, so now let us move to our next slide. Yes, here are the items that we get from the coal tar. Here are the synthetic dyes, the drugs, the explosives, the perfumes and the paints and the naphthalene balls. At the last point there are naphthalene balls, white balls, and plastics also we get from what? The coal tar. Yes, here is the coal gas. So coal gas is obtained during the process of the coal to get the coke. Okay, yeah, it is used as a fuel in many of the industries situated near the coal processing plants. Yes, it is right that we get coke from it. As we are about to obtain the coke, then we will get the coal gas also. Okay, so this is the process of to get the coal gas. Yes, Now let us move to the next part also. Now friends, this is the main part, petroleum. How we get petroleum? It is another part of fossil fuel. Okay, the second fossil fuel, petroleum. So topics we will study in the petroleum are about its introduction. I will introduce you, same as the coal. Story of the petroleum I will tell you, and the refining of the petroleum I will tell you. So friends, here is the introduction. You may have seen automobiles, small automobiles such as motorcycles, scooter and cars. These all of the automobiles use petroleum to work as a fuel, yeah. And the heavy motor vehicles like trucks and tractors run on diesel, okay. Petrol and diesel are obtained from a natural resource called as petroleum. Yeah. The word petroleum is derived, friends, from the petra means rock and oleum as oil, okay. And it is mined between the rocks under the earth. Yeah. The petroleum is found under the earth. Yes, this will get in our story that why it is get under the very much under the earth. So here is the story of the petroleum, friends. Petroleum was formed from the organisms living in the sea, and as these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layers of sand and clay. Yeah. And over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and the natural gas. So friends, this was the story of petroleum that you have listened from my voice. So now let us move to the next, which is the refining of the petroleum. Yes. So friends, petroleum is a dark oily liquid that you may have seen in the factories also. If your father or mother work in the factory, or else you may have went to in a tour or any project by a school in the factories, then you may have seen the petroleum, the dark oily liquid, okay. And it has an unpleasant odor of smell. Yeah. It is a mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax, etc. And the process of separating the various constituents of petroleum is known as refining. Yeah, this is the main thing of refining, and it is carried out in petroleum refinery. Yes, this is also a good thing about petroleum. Yes friends, about our natural gas, LPG and CNG. So the full form of LPG is the full form of LPG and CNG I will tell you in this only. Yes. So now let us move. So friends, sorry, I was going to about just tell you about the full form of LPG, which is liquid petroleum gas, and the other is CNG, which is compressed natural gas, okay. So I have told you by mistake, I have told you that let us move next, okay. So no problem, I have told you about liquid petroleum gas and compressed natural gas, okay friends. Yeah. So now we are on the natural gas again. This is the introduction of natural gas. That natural gas is very important fossil fuel because it is very easy to transport through pipes. This is a main good thing about natural gas, and natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas, okay. CNG I have told you about. CNG is used for power generation, and it is now being used as a fuel for transport vehicles because it is less polluting and it is a cleaner fuel. This is a good thing about it, of the natural gas and CNGs. And the great advantage that we get from CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in homes and factories. This thing also, CNG and LPG is also used in your homes to be burned on the gas, okay. and it is we are on the CNG. That CNG is that it can be used directly for burning in homes and factories, where it can be supplied through pipes, and such a network of pipeline exists in Vadodara, which is Gujarat, and some parts of Delhi and other places also. So now natural gas is also used as a starting material for the manufacture of a number of chemicals and fertilizers in India. And India has vast reserves of natural gas in our country, and natural gas has been found in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and in Krishna Godavari Delta. Okay, so this was the main thing and advantage of CNGs that I have told you. And the pipelines which have been searched in India are in the place of Gujarat, which is Vadodara, and some of the parts of Delhi. The main parts I can't tell you because in the book I haven't read about it. So no problem. I will tell you in next class or next time. Okay, in next video. So other parts of also we have searched for a network of the pipeline which exists of CNG. Okay, and over here natural gas, the main thing I have told you that it is used in the manufacture of chemicals and fertilizers in India only, not in other countries, because in other countries they use manure, and manure is much better than chemicals and fertilizers, because fertilizers and chemicals are not harmful for just plants but also for human beings, because as we will eat the chemicals and fertilizers much, then there is a very there can be many of the measles diseases, such as the cancer. Also we can get cancer from these chemicals and fertilizers. So I want to tell you about that we should use manure, natural manure, the cow dung, etc. we can use, but we should not use chemicals and fertilizers. I'm not telling that we should not use, I'm just telling we should use, but not in large amount, in only and only less amount, when they are very much that useful or wanted. Okay, so this thing I want to tell you. Yes friends. So and in our country natural gas has also been found in Tripura, in Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and Krishna Godavari Delta. Thank you friends. At last one more topic is left. Thank you for the natural gas that I have told you, that I think that you will use the manure, the natural natural manure. Okay, such as cow dung. Some natural resources are limited. Yes, this thing is right. We know that coal and petroleum are fossil fuels, but these are also limited. How? On the other hand, the unknown reserves of these will last only few hundred years. Yeah, this is also right. Because friends, I want to tell you that from where we get the coal, the plants which are buried in 300 million years ago, not now. 300 million years ago, and when we will bury them now, then they will get on what? After 300 million years ago, our childs or grandchilds or what, we don't know, they will get that thing, not us. So we should that conserve it. Okay, we should not waste it. Just okay we should take a 100 liter or this liter or that liter. Okay, so we should not waste them out. We should use them, we should conserve them. Okay, and next, as we go, on the other hand, we know that they will only last for 100 or 200 years. Okay, they will only work for 100 and 200 years only, not much than that, because they are limited. Means limited trees are only that buried under the soil. Yeah, not all the trees of the earth. If all the trees of the earth have been buried, then how will we be there? Then how the plants would be there? Okay, only limited the quantity of plants were buried under the soil. Okay, so moreover, burning of these fuels is also a major cause of air pollution. Yes, this is right. As we will burn the coal and the petroleum, they will produce carbon dioxide, which is CO2, and by the CO2, there will be air pollution. Okay, pollution. So their use is also linked into global warming. Yes, as the CO2 will increase, the greenhouse gases will get disturbed, and as the greenhouse gases will get disturbed, then the ozone layer will get disturbed, and if the ozone layer is get disturbed, then we can also get the UV rays. Okay, and we will get cancer, and there will be high temperature, and there would be global warming. Okay, so this thing is very important, friends. This is the main thing and the important thing in this chapter, and it is therefore necessary that we use these fuels only when they are absolutely necessary, not only that not commonly we should use absolutely necessary. Means these are very important. If there is any situation that these should be used, then only we should use, not every time commonly that we should use this. Okay, not like that. We should use it at very minor thing or any of the situation. Yes, and this will result in better environment. Yes, at smaller risk of global warming and their availability for a longer period of time also. Yes, friend, this is the thing, that if you will use them less, then the environment will get better, and the second thing is smaller risk of global warming. And then if there will be no global warming, then the water level will not rise. Okay, and the third thing, that they will be available for a much longer time. This is the good thing, that if we will use them limited only, not much than that. Yes, friends. So here, friends, in India, the Petroleum Conservation Research Association (PCRA) advises the people that how to save our petroleum and diesel while driving. Their tips are: first tip is drive at a constant and moderate speed as far as possible. Yes, then switch off the engine at the traffic lights or at a place where you have to stop it. Means where you have to stop your car. Okay, by mistake I couldn't write stop. You have to stop your car. By mistake it is written it. Okay, no problem. It is also right. It is considered as the engine. It is equal to engine. Okay, and we should ensure correct tire pressure. Okay, and we should ensure the regular maintenance of the vehicle. These are the main things by which we can save our petrol and diesel also. Okay, now we will think that why we should regularly maintain our vehicle, or we should regularly do its maintenance of the vehicle. Yeah, because if there will not be the regular maintenance of the vehicle, then maybe the vehicle can use much petrol, or it can leak the petrol from its tank or diesel. Okay, that's why it is very important to maintain the vehicle. Yes, and we should use the correct tire pressure also. If the tire pressure will less or increasable, then it may use much fuel to drive or to go anywhere. Yes, and we should switch off the engine, because as we will on the engine, it will take fuel, it will eat fuel. Okay, that's why we should switch off the engine as soon as possible. As soon as we stop, we should off the engine. Okay, switch off the engine. And we should drive at a constant speed, not much speed, because it is also harmful for ourselves also. Okay, so this is the main thing, friends. And at last, the last slide I want to show you, friends, this is thank you friends by Ashutosh friends. This is a presentation by Ashutosh friends. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you and have a nice day, friends. Thank you.